2.
1, 2. We're good? Okay. So I'm going to quickly introduce all the athletes, and then after that, we've got some fun questions for them. Some of them are informative, some a little more serious than others, and some fun, just so you can get to know some of these athletes. So we'll start over here on my left, and we've got Jenna. Go ahead and tell who you are.
Hi, I'm Jenna Topa. I'm a junior elite for Play Try.
Hi, I'm Nate, and I'm a junior elite for Play Try as well.
Hello, I'm Jan Berezitsky. I am a junior elite, and I race for Multisport Explosion.
Hello, my name is Jake Adler, and I'm a junior elite, and I race for Multisport Explosion.
Hello, I'm Dylan Judge. I am a youth elite, and I race for Multisport Explosion.
Hello, I'm Autumn, and I'm a youth elite for Z3.
Hello, I'm Ruth, and I race for Z3. Hi, I'm Mia. I'm a junior elite, and I race for Z3.
I'm Evan, junior elite for Z3.
I'm Rylan Lonergan. I'm a junior elite for Caliber Endurance.
I'm Graham Hummel. I'm a junior elite for Caliber.
Thank you, guys. So this is the way we're going to work. I'm going to ask a question. If it's something that you definitely say, I want to answer that question, or if somebody else starts answering it and you want to add on or give another opinion, it's fine. We'll probably let like 1 or 2 people answer each question throughout. I don't want to go much longer than that because we've got quite a few questions. So first of all, do you have any race day nerves? And if so, how do you cope with your race day nerves? Do you have any suggestions for others about sharing something that works for you when the nerves kick in? Jake, you look like you want to answer this question. The look on his face told me.
Race day specifically, nothing I've really struggled with, but I definitely noticed like the nights before a big race, it might be tougher to fall asleep, and I just really enjoy visualization. Like I've visualized a lot over the last few weeks, especially because I've been to this venue so many times, and I know the course pretty well. The bike course changed, but I know the swim, the run to transition, pretty much how the bike starts and the run. So I just like to think about the course and sort of how I'm actually going to attack it on race day. I think it adds a bit of comfort to everything.
Does anybody else have anything they want to share? Something they do or don't do? Or anybody? Anybody got any suggestions for anyone how to handle it? Jan does.
Yeah, so I think if you're not nervous on race day, you are definitely doing something wrong. I think everyone's got a couple of nerves going into these very important races. Something that helps me is, like my amazing coach says, focus on what you can control. And I like to take things step by step, from the dive to a boomy turn to getting out, and then just whatever I got on the bike, and then just feeling myself on the run. That's just step by step is what helps me.
Great, thank you. Anybody else want to say anything about nerves? No? Good job, Jan. Nice job. So we all know that not every single day do we want to jump out of bed when that alarm goes off. How many of you, how do you stay motivated? What is it you tell yourself, or how do you keep yourself motivated on those days where that alarm went off before 5 and you're like, I don't want to do it today, but I know I need to. What are you guys doing? Oh, Mia looks like she wants to answer that. Come on, Mia. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I think doing this sport every day can definitely wear you down, and it definitely gets hard, but just remembering your goals, and I think it's a lot easier when you surround yourself with people who are equally motivated. Like being on a team is just really helpful, and having people who will help you get through those hard days.
I agree. You definitely have to have those friends that want to get out and do that with you. You want to say something, Ruth?
Yeah, I think like as long as you're making the whole process really fun, then it makes it a lot more like enjoyable and motivating. And if you have people, like Mia said, around you who are also having fun, then it's easy to go to practice and everything.
Yeah, this is a sport. It is supposed to be fun, so we got to remember that. We can't just get into the day in and day out drudgery of it because it can be bad. Does anybody else want to say anything else about motivation, staying motivated? Again? Okay. I'm just going to start calling on you then. Okay. So we know that you all obviously have the physical skills, right? To be successful in triathlon, you got to know how to do that. There are other things that come along with the physical part though, and that's the mental skills like visualization, positive self-talk, affirmations. Some of you meditate. How often do you practice these skills? Which ones do you use the most often? And what would you recommend for others? Graham, you want to handle that one?
I think for me, I'm not a super mental person, but mental problems definitely come around like they do for everyone else. And I think the biggest thing for me is prayer. I prayer to my Savior and just like being able to talk with Him, and that is super helpful for me.
Anybody else want to talk about you touched on it a little bit, Jake, earlier. Anybody else want to talk about what they use for their mental skills? Go ahead.
I also think it's super helpful to write things down just so that you can go back and see things that you already overcame. And yeah, just like my coach told me this the other day, like brain dumping. Like whenever you get super nervous, it can help just to like write it all out so that it's not stuck in your brain.
Very true. That's good advice. Want to talk, Dick?
Yeah. I definitely second Nia with the kind of brain dump thing. Like I have a journal and I journal every night, and the topics kind of change a bit over time on sort of what I want to be writing down. But in the end, like when you go back and look at a couple months ago or even a couple years ago and like having that history, you can sort of look back and be like, wow, I really did overcome that, and it felt so intimidating or like daunting at the time, and now I'm in this position feeling so much better, and it's just good to look back at those kinds of things. And like you said, the visualization is huge, and I mean I think also just mentally figuring out different ways to attack races. Like I work with a sports psychologist, and he's given me a lot of really good advice and ways to just think about a race so that it doesn't feel like such a huge thing, and it allows you just to mentally break things up and make it feel like just less daunting.
You good? Okay. So this is more of a training type question. So we all have, we have swim, bike, run sessions, we have brick sessions, we have all kinds of workouts we do. I want you to think about your favorite training session, whether it be a swim, a bike, a run, a brick, something you've done. Oop, you're blowing away, Graham. I gotcha. It's okay, I got you. The wind's not cooperating. So you have I want to know, what is your favorite training session you've done recently, this season, sometime that you really enjoy? Is it a swim, a bike, a run session? Jenna's got one.
So my favorite thing for sure is the bike, and once we get into the summer we do crit races, and so it's like 20, the long ones are 40 minutes with a whole bunch of adult cyclists, and we go all out around a mile loop, and it's just so much fun because you get used to riding in a pack, a big herd of people, moving up, and technical when to go, when someone breaks away, what to do is just a great way to strategize your bike.
Evan, you look like you want to answer this.
Yeah.
Evan?
My favorite training session would be any day with the swim team, and specifically Wednesdays when we do 20/100s best average on like 2 minutes. Those are pretty fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. As a right up a swimmer, that doesn't sound like a fun workout. Anybody else want to share their workout?
So there's a specific workout that comes to mind when Coach asked that question. That's like the 3 miles tempo I did in New York in 100-degree heat with Mateo. It really works to like do those hard workouts because you get practice on your mentality, like what you think. Like something that I figured out helps me is like I can run faster if I think of someone chasing me like behind the race. Shout out Alex Duncan. But yeah, that's just getting that practice in mental and physical, like through those hard workouts, kind of what helps me.
I think one of my favorites is the bricks we do on the weekends. We go out to this like closed 1 mile loop, and we get to practice drafting and
But yeah, so it's great for training, but in skills, but also just team bonding as well. So those are my favorite.
Thank you very much. So this is the end of the junior series for 2025, right? Pinnacle's tomorrow. I know a lot of you have other races beyond this. So anybody want to share where they're going after this? What other races you have on the calendar? Ruth, Maya, you want to talk about yours? Evan, somebody?
Yeah, sure. Next week I'll be in Canada for an elite race, and yeah,
Congratulations.
some buzz professionals. Yep.
That's great. Yeah, you want to? Ruth?
Well, both of us will be racing for University of Arizona this fall. So that season will start in maybe September, and then Nationals is November 8th, I think. So we'll have a whole another semester of racing.
Awesome. Anybody else want to talk about anything else they got coming up? Okay, we'll move on. We're going to go right into that though. So a lot of you, and we've got 2 youth on the panel, so I want y'all to think about this question. What are your aspirations beyond junior racing, youth and junior racing? Do you want to race in college? Do you want to go and be on a club team in college? Do you want to have a pro career? Where do you see yourself going after? Because many of you, raise your hand if this is your last junior race and you're aging out. So yeah, over half of the panel, this is their last junior race and they are aging out and they will be done. So I know the 2 ladies are already spent a year. They've already had their freshman year at University of Arizona. So I'll let both of you say a little bit about that, and then others that are going on and doing other things if you want to talk real briefly about what your future is. So go ahead.
Yeah, we just had our first year at University of Arizona, and I think NCAA is new to Arizona. This was their 2nd year, so just kind of establishing that culture was something that our coaches really wanted to work on. Thankfully, we had a great team going into it, so that's just something that we kind of added to the culture that was already there. But yeah, it was just a whole new experience training every day with the same people, and like we have a very international group, so just a lot of people who are very dedicated to the sport, and I think it was just kind of at least eye-opening for me at how dedicated people can be, and it was very motivating to be with them.
I know it's early, but have you thought about beyond college?
I'm kind of a one step at a time person, but I think being on this team has definitely opened my eyes to a lot more opportunities, and I guess whatever lies ahead, I'll be ready for it with my team and the coaches. So.
Congratulations. And Ruth?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like now the next biggest thing is NCAA, just because it's like a whole different type of racing and different competition than you get in the junior series, so I'm just excited to like figure out that whole sphere before moving on to the next thing.
There you go. Okay, Autumn, what have you thought about beyond youth, Autumn?
Well, obviously I want to race junior, but it'd be great to race triathlon in college.
Okay, so you're looking to doing that in the future?
Yeah.
Dylan, you?
I do want to race junior, but past junior, I was going to try and go into college for a track.
Future? Jake?
Yeah, I guess for us males, it's definitely a bit different. But I think that also gives us a lot more opportunity in a way. Like the girls, like I'm really impressed with what they do because they literally go straight from their junior or elite season straight into NCAA season, and it can almost feel nonstop year round. Whereas us guys, you can really have more of an off season where you can mentally and physically reset, focus on the spring and summer ahead. And for me, aging out as a junior, that'll look like a lot more elite racing next year and hopefully for the next few years. My goal is to just be more and more competitive in the Continental Cups, and then eventually try and be more competitive in World Cups, and then the top of the sport, which is the Championship Series. And I mean, those races are all over the world, so for now it might start off with a little more racing in North and South America, and as I'm able to hopefully compete with the best, I can branch out to Europe and Oceania and do some of those more exciting things. So there's a lot of opportunity on the guys' side as well.
There you go. We can get to Jan real quick. So Jan, yours is going to look a little different because you want to tell them where you're going to school and what your plans are?
Yeah, so I'm going to Georgia Tech, starting the 18th of August. But the main focus for me is obviously academics, but for triathlon and for sports, I'll be doing a couple clubs. I'll be probably switching to longer distance triathlon. And as for long-term future, maybe if I could get some money in my bank account, I'll be able to afford my own races. So I'll just be able to go wherever I want to go around the world, just different races, different Ironman and stuff. So that's kind of what I think I want to do.
Nice. Nate, you thought about yours? What are you going to be doing?
Yeah, so I would want to run in college is something I have been looking at just because there's more opportunity there, and maybe do a triathlon on the side, like do the swim, bike, and run, or swim, bike, because I do want to keep doing triathlon long term, and do a couple maybe World Cups, and eventually, hopefully, some World Series in the future.
Nice. Jenna, you want to tell them about yours?
So I'll be starting my first semester at University of Denver. I'll be racing for them, and you know, kind of back what like me and Ruth were saying, like I just want to see what it's all about, do some elite races after my first year is done, and then just kind of see where it takes me, because freshman versus senior year I feel like are going to be very different.
She's right? They are very different. You guys want to say anything, Brandon?
I'm planning on continuing triathlon in college, and we'll see what happens after that. Lord willing, going pro with World Series, World Cups, and maybe the Olympics one day. I think that'd be really cool. So.
Nice. You want to say?
I'm going to take this. I think I haven't thought a ton about past the junior series, but I'm going to take this as far as I go, provided I stay healthy and uninjured. I'm going to see where this road goes.
Fantastic. Great. Yeah, I wish you guys the best in the future. Okay, so in the USAT Elite Series that we've just completed, in those races, what was your favorite of the series races, not including Ohio? What was your favorite race and why? Just a couple people.
Flatlands.
Why Flatlands?
It's warm and it's flat.
Warm and it's flat. Anybody else want to give me their favorite race course or the race?
I thought Texas was really cool just because it's like so different from the other courses, and I had a rough race there last year, so it was cool to like overcome that.
Yeah. Anybody? Go ahead, Autumn.
My favorite race is Jenny Lee, just because it's different, and I mean it's hilly, but it's still fun course.
There you go. Dylan, what's yours?
My favorite race is also Jenny Lee because I like hills. I feel like I can pass more people on the hills.
We have hills in Georgia, so
where I'm from, there are a lot of hills.
Yes, we have lots of hills.
I would say Richmond, and I know the weather maybe doesn't cooperate most of the time. Yeah, almost all the time, but I think the course is a good time. I like the bike course a lot. It's pretty technical, which we don't get super often in the junior series. And it also just feels the closest to like a home race for me. It's about like 3 or so hours away from where I am in North Carolina. And with all these races that we have in the Midwest, or like even in Pittsburgh or in Florida, it's nice to have one closer to home. And especially when I came back to Richmond this year from Arizona. I was training out there in the spring semester, so it was really nice to get that whole East Coast humid, brutal feeling again.
We have given a shout out to every race except for one. Is that your favorite, or do I need to go to somebody else?
Let's move on.
Okay. Is John here? Is anybody's favorite race Pleasant Prairie? Oh my, why? Can I ask why? I like that course. As a spectator, I like that course. Okay, we won't tell John that he didn't come up as a favorite race. We'll move on. Okay. We'll move on beyond that. So how many times have you raced here in Ohio for nationals? Because many of you are aging out. You've had nationals here prior to going to Milwaukee and Iowa the last 2 years. So how many years have you raced here? Or if you don't know the math and you know how old you were when you started racing here, let's do that. We'll start here with Jenna and go down.
So I've been here since I was like an age grouper, so like I think I was maybe 10 years old, and then I've been here every year until they moved venues. So
me too. I've been here
however
every year.
long that was.
Yeah, give us a name.
Yeah, so this is actually my first year in Ohio. It does look like a really nice race venue, and I'm excited to see what the race offers.
It is a great venue.
I definitely have some history with this venue too. I started here about 6 or 7 years ago, so definitely had some good races, and I'm glad that we're finishing off my last season here.
I'm very familiar with Ohio. I've been here since I was 7 years old. So when the youth ages started, basically the first year you can race here. Yeah, I've been here every year with the exception of COVID and then Milwaukee and Iowa.
If you have not checked out my Instagram page, there's an adorable picture of him his very first year racing here. I put it up yesterday. It should still be up there on our page, so go look at it. It's really cute.
So I have been here once, I believe, three
years ago.
I did age group, and I don't remember it.
I've raced a couple of years when I was in age group, but I haven't gotten the chance to race youth elite because I've been, they changed venues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only raced here twice before, so I've got nothing on these two, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been racing here since I was 9, I think was my first nationals here.
I think this is my 9th or 10th time here, so it's pretty familiar.
I've seen you race here a long time, Evan. You were very small. You were very small the first time I saw you race here.
This is only my 3rd time racing here. I did it once when I was in age group when I was 13, and then I had my first draft legal nationals here.
This course is where I did 13-year-old nationals here, and this is kind of how we saw draft legals. We didn't know what it was until we came here, and it was like, there's a lot of other people doing a very different thing than what I'm doing.
Now that we do it, we know it's very different, right? So good luck to everybody on the course tomorrow. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to ask you some more fun questions now, so we'll move on to those. We all know that triathletes think that swimming, biking, running, and doing triathlons are fun, but we can't do them 24/7. So please share what else you do for fun other than triathlons. What do you do for fun? Anything else? That's all we do. That's all we do.
Yeah, all I do is train. 24/7.
Well, in the off season, our team we did like frisbee, ultimate frisbee, and I think this season we might do water polo, but that's basically it. So, not too much.
Other than cross country and swim, like as another team sport, really just in general, like my downtime is really just very educational videos on Instagram and that kind of stuff.
No video games at all, just educational.
Yeah, besides for a lot of doom scrolling, yeah, me and Jan both do quite a bit. I just like to be outdoors, so if it's like pickleball or spike ball or ultimate frisbee or even just like going for a hike, yeah, still just doing something active even if it's not swimming, biking, or running.
I also spend a lot of time doom scrolling, but besides from that, I enjoy golf and hanging out with my friends and playing a lot of video games.
During the off season, I also just do track and cross country and swim. But I don't know, I like sleeping a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like anything with friends is fun, or I don't know. I like watching like the tour or like other sports.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything with Mia, usually. Yeah, we like to go get food and ice cream a lot. Or I like to read and watch a lot of movies and shows and stuff.
Other than training, I play quite a bit of Xbox, and I get bossed around as a coach by Kathy Grady.
Kind of like Jake said, anything outside with friends, pickleball, spikeball. I also like to read a lot, so that's
Yeah, I love to read, and we also every winter we'll go up to Colorado and we'll ski for 6 weeks or whatever, and that's amazing, man. Super fun.
Can we go? No, we're not allowed to go. We're not invited on the ski trip? Man. Okay, so they like to do sleeping, eating, and hanging out outdoors when they're not doing swimming, biking, running. Got it. And doom scrolling, right? We can't forget the doom scrolling in the video games. So what is your favorite post-race reward to yourself? It can be food, shopping, something else. Example, like a Wendy's Baconator or something you probably wouldn't regularly eat. Milkshakes, crumble cookies, any of that kind of stuff. What is your favorite reward to yourself post-race?
I love the Dairy Queen Blizzard. So that's always.
I just try to find anything I get my hands on. Basically, try to pick out wherever and really try to get fat.
I'm on the same page as Nate here. As a family, we usually go out to a pretty nice restaurant, some steak afterwards. But yeah, usually on the car ride back, it's a lot of just gas station food, which is very top tier right there.
I usually like to do like ice cream. And I mean, when we're in Ohio, we've been going to Graders for like years, and they've got some. It looks cool, but is the ice cream good? So Graders has some really high quality ice cream. I would definitely recommend.
So mostly, I just eat whatever I want when I want. But after a race, on the way home, we'll grab a milkshake, and then when we get home, I'll take Nutella with a spoon.
Well, after I read the finish line snacks, I just go wherever is closest.
Maybe like frozen yogurt, especially with Jenna Gilhooly, shout out. I like Chick-fil-A, but a lot of times we race on Sundays, so then that's really sad.
Like a good Shake Shack burger with a chocolate shake.
just kind of food in general, but especially ice cream.
Almost any dessert high on sugar afterwards.
So we go for the sugar and carbs, right? We're going for carbs afterwards. We'll just call it that. If y'all haven't been to the Cone yet, I suggest you check it out. It's a real throwback of a place, so it's close by. Moving on. So, current song that you are playing on repeat, or a band that you're playing on repeat at this point, or it's your favorite jam, it's got what you got. It can be an old song, new song, whatever it is that you're listening to right now. You got one? You got one? They don't want to share. Yes?
I don't really know who does the song, but Down Under.
Men at Work.
Men at Work. Yeah, Men at Work, I guess.
I know that.
I've been listening to that a lot. Maybe a little bit of Junior Worlds Australia Manifestation. Yeah, that's been playing a lot.
Dylan, who are you listening to? Nobody?
I have a playlist that's made by Yarn.
Yeah. Autumn, you got a favorite band or singer or somebody you're listening to on repeat? Oh, okay. Yes?
I don't know, before a race, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be before, just saying.
Like classic four old song was Waving Flag. I don't remember who it's by, but that's like classic triathlon
song.
I've been having Roxanne on repeat, an old TikTok song.
Wow, we've gone back to 80s for their favorite songs. Go ahead.
Honestly, anything Forrest Frank, but Benny and the Jets is a good oldie but a goodie.
You don't have anything either? So, the 80s are making a comeback from their song selection, right? Wow. I I didn't think that would ever
Moonbeam
happen.
Eyes.
But it was good music. And she alluded to this. Do you listen to music to pump you up or to calm your nerves before? And if so, what are you listening to? Anybody? Listening to music before? Listening to music before? Who are you listening to?
Yeah, usually it's just to pump me up. And probably just a lot of like, I don't know, like house music. That kind of, it's just like upbeat, kind of gets me hyped. Maybe it's got a blend of like some 2010s in it. Yeah.
So old,
Just
2010.
keeps me
So old.
happy.
Yes.
I like to listen to like really calming music right away in the morning, and then until I get here and I start like warming up and stuff, that's when I put on the
To wake you up, get you going. Autumn, you not? Yes? No? Mm-hmm. Mia, no? Evan, what are you listening to before the race?
I listen to some Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us.
There you go. Rylan?
Honestly, kind of just Christian rap, like NF, Tammy.
There you go. Graham? No? No? Now, audience, anybody got any questions for them that I didn't cover that you want to hear from them? Anybody got anything you want to ask? Yes, no, maybe? Anybody? No? Okay, I got some people thinking about it. Yes, no? Anybody want to ask? Come on, parents. You want to ask them something. They're up here. Ask them. No?
Dana, do you have a question?
No? Wes? No? Jossie? Come on. Up.
Any advice for the kids getting started?
You can ask it.
Best piece of advice for kids new to the sport just getting started?
Yes, Nick.
I would just say to have fun with it. Really just do it just for the fun of it and with your friends. I think getting new into it and yeah. So.
Anybody else have advice?
I also want to really harp on the swim. The swim is very important. So, getting early into that, getting the stroke down, the form, it's going to set them up for a good season.
I think maybe just like being diligent in your training. Like triathlon is such like an endurance sport that it often takes time to see results. And so if you aren't seeing results in like a few weeks, it can be discouraging. But just to be diligent in your training and you'll eventually see the results.
Consistency, right? Okay. Well, I want to thank all you guys. Oh, we have a question. Yes. You want a mic or can you?
What you see on social media versus reality?
Balancing what you see on social media, which we know is not for real world, and reality. Yes? Anybody want to take it? Yeah?
I would say just trusting in what you do. Like, I think looking at social media can be helpful to an extent. Like, I'm a big Strava guy, and everybody knows that's the social media of triathlon. So I like to look on there, and a lot of times it can be inspiring, or it's like, oh, that's interesting that someone did that. But at the end of the day, you got to go back and look at your training and be like, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm trusting in, and not getting intimidated or hung up by what you see other people doing, because it's not always 100% reality.
Anybody else want to say anything about that?
I'm kind of the opposite. I'm not on Strava. I don't really like to see what everyone else is always doing, but I mean, when you see things on social media, it doesn't always have to be like a comparison. Everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone's taking their own path to try to get to where they want to be. So, yeah, just remember what you're doing and focus on yourself.
Any other questions from the audience? Oh, Luke Kovac, yes.
What is y'all's like triathlon pet peeves?
Pet peeve? Ooh, pet peeve. Lisa screaming in the mic. Anybody? Something that somebody does on the race course that you don't like. Dylan's upset. So here we go, Dylan.
Not upset, but when people don't call stuff out on the bike, it kind of frustrates me a little bit.
Talking on the bike while they're riding at those speeds and being predictable.
Yeah, I have two. They're kind of both on the swim. So when you're getting drafted, I prefer not being swum on top of. When there was a whole like the other side of the lake. Another thing is like in Pittsburgh when we got recalled, and there was just someone in my spot. But no, absolutely not.
When someone who never polls is suddenly screaming at everyone in the pack for someone to poll, but they're not going to go to polls.
I don't think I'd want you on the front. There's nothing to draft off of in you, so I don't think I'd want you there. Girls, anything? No? Ah, that's really
Our
nice
pet
of
peeve
you.
is when other people are
Upset
pet peeve.
and they're yelling
Yeah.
at you? Yeah. And you're like, shut up and ride? Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea. Evan? No, Evan's chill.
I'm chill on the race course.
Oh, is that true, Mom? Is he really chill on the race course? Yeah, okay. Rylan, anybody? Okay, we're gonna wrap with that. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out for our first No Press press conference, and thank all of them, and we're gonna let them get to what they do best. Good luck tomorrow, guys, on the race course, and thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you guys.